Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, gang. What's going on? Good morning. All right, taking a look at gold. We are coming up to our high of day. So we can watch to see what kind of reaction we get here, but we're above VWAP, so I'm not going to be like super anxious to take a short unless it's just obvious. But if we get a little liquidity sweep at Asia high and rejection, might watch for a short there. If not, we have lots of higher areas that I'd be waiting for it to go up to. All right, all right, all right. And then NQ, I'm actually in a small long with just a couple runners left, but I couldn't sleep last night, so I was actually up this morning and took a failed auction on the London initial balance low. I bounced off of VWAP and then came back into the IB low, so I got in a long. I've scaled out most of my position, but I'm kind of liking longs. We bounced off of this green zone that I had marked off, and we had a pretty good buy up out of that level, and we've been trending up all overnight. So as long as we hold this 24,500 level, I'll be watching for some continuation up. We have previous day high, that'd be a good target. And then this zone up here, previous week point of control at 24,950. And then this whole like resistance zone up here near 25K. If we get bullish, that would be where I'm thinking we're headed. So that's my thoughts for today. We'll see how the market opens, though. So this is going to be a funky week, you guys. We have no news today. Wednesday is a big day with PPI and FOMC. And factory orders. Lots of stuff on Wednesday. Plus, we have contract rollovers this week, isn't it? So you guys know how that goes, where there's like a couple days where liquidity is kind of low because half of it's on another contract and you don't know which one to be trading. It might be a funky week. So for all of those reasons, no news Monday, big day Wednesday, and then contract rollover week. I would say trade safe today, guys. Manage your risk, size down, be picky about your trades. Coach Set, you're on spring break? Awesome. We just finished up spring break. Today was the first day my kids went back to school. Lactic acid law, you anticipate a trendy day, not choppy? Well, we can hope. Yeah, I'm not saying it'll be choppy. I'm just saying it could be interesting. Just lots of things to be cautious of, I guess, is what I'm saying. All right, still in this long, just like I said, a couple of runners left. Still watching this gold level to see if it sweeps Asia high and rejects. Would consider a short there, but if it stays bullish, then there's lots of levels overhead I'm watching too. Interesting how it bounced here at like 6 a.m. Eastern time. It didn't quite come all the way down to the low of day, but it had a big bounce off of that. It was kind of a tricky move there. Good morning. As you guys are logging in, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Let's make it a good day. Start off the week strong. Eve, thanks for coming by. I feel ya. That was last week for me. I still traded, but it was very short-lived, just for 90 minutes to an hour in the morning, and then the rest of the day I didn't even look at the charts, just hanging out with the kiddos. So go enjoy your week. Market opens in 7 minutes. What are you guys thinking? TPT, you got an email for an upgrade. You're $300 short of a buffer. Honestly, I can't give you help on TPT. I don't trade with TPT. I don't like them. I don't recommend them. So I don't have answers to questions about TPT. And in regards to what's normal and stuff, I don't use them. Yours is under your desk right now waiting for attention and probably unplugging everything too. That's what mine do when they're under my desk. That's one scary thing about Lucid, is you can activate your funded account right away. So just based on what you're saying in the chat, having your kids around and distracted and like a fresh funded account, I would say don't trade it today. Or if you are going to trade it today, wait until you're not distracted. That's the worst feeling ever, to have like a brand new funded account you're excited about and then you blow it or like get yourself into drawdown. Don't do it. Yeah, G-Man, I saw you had some good trades during Asia. Gotta love that feeling. Good morning, good morning. As you guys are logging in, hit that like button. All right, so yeah, Lukey, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I like where it bounced. I had this green box marked off even before the market opened last night, and that's pretty much where it bounced. It went a little bit below it, obviously, but it held there and has trended up pretty nicely since then. So if it holds above, as long as it stays above 24,500, I'll be looking for some continuation upside. And then targets upside, I like previous day high, 24,800. If this thing gets crazy bullish, then up here towards like 24,950 to 25K. You were trying to trade gold. Yeah, it's I finally think I have started to figure out gold. Obviously, it's always a learning experience, but I think me and gold are friends finally. It took a while though. If you want to learn it, don't give up. You can either paper trade it, do some back testing, or just trade. Normally, I would say trade one contract, but with gold, even one contract is a lot. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to share some trades. I have my stop loss pretty tight and I only have 2 contracts left, so um I'll probably be looking for a new position. Well, gold started to come up towards that Asia high, but it didn't quite hit it before it started rejecting. Still watching for that possibility. $50.40 if it comes up there and rejects. Possible short there. So this is the position. I have 2 contracts left. I got in on the bounce off of VWAP and reclaim of the London initial balance low. So that's what this position is. But we'll find some new ones. Let's make some money, you guys. Start the week off green. Let's see if it goes up. I do watch ES. So I have ES up on another screen. And I'm usually watching it for confluence, honestly. I don't often take trades on ES. Alright, that hit my stop loss. I don't know why. Sometimes I do. But I usually just watch ES for confluence. Like if they're both sweeping a level at the same time or something like that. I also take note of, are they in sync or are they not? Well, that was rude. It just came down and hit my stop loss and then just jumped right back up. All right, let's clear that out. Start marking off our ranges. Let's see if we're going to get some continuation higher. I wouldn't want to just jump into a long from here, even though we've kind of been trending up and we bounced off of a pretty big support area. I would like to get a pullback first. It could be too greedy of me, but that's kind of what I'm waiting for. This first 5-minute candle is looking pretty strong, though. We're not getting like a crazy fast open. So that whole no news Monday thing might be a slower day. Plus, like I said, FOMC and PPI and all that on Wednesday. Still watching gold. It's starting to make its way back up to that Asia high level. Let's see what happens when we get up here. Good question, Lukey. So when I started copy trading within a prop firm, like Lucid, for example, instead of doing one account, I have 5 accounts with Lucid. I just copy traded inside of Tradeovate. But when I was getting multiple prop firms and wanted to copy trade, I moved to TradeSyncer at that point. All right, we're hitting Asia high. I would want to see some heavy selling pressure, though, if I'm going to take a short. Because right now, it's looking pretty bullish on gold. Lukey, I wouldn't recommend copy trading with TradeSyncer until you feel confident. Maybe you've got a couple payouts under your belt. You're pretty consistent. You're not like, you don't have big emotional days where you just blow accounts. Because it's all multiplied. Like instead of just losing one account that cost you $80 and a couple weeks of work trading, Now you've lost 10 accounts or however many you're trading. Like it sucks. It hurts a lot. I've done that before. Not a fun lesson to learn. Still watching this gold. We're not getting like heavy selling pressure yet. All right, I'm trying a small position. 36.3 is where I entered short. Let's see if we get continuation down. While we're doing that, let's see how NQ's doing. NQ's coming down to that New York anchored VWAP. Let's see if it bounces. Should we go long NQ and short gold at the same time? Oh, crazy. It's thinking about holding here. All right, if we're going to get some continuation down on this gold trade, we have VWAP down here. And then it's kind of been a bearish trend. There's lots of levels lower if it's going to continue. It's bouncing at that VWAP level. What would the risk to reward look like if we had it below there? And then targeting previous day high. Not terrible. Let's see if it holds here. Yeah, M6 is the new contract. I haven't seen that we should be switching over yet, though. I think volume is still a bit higher on the H6. We got someone long on ES. There you go. From 66.92. Very nice. Yeah, ES is actually looking a lot more bullish than NQ right now. That's kind of why I'm thinking longs. It needs to go. Get back above VWAP. Come on. Our 15-minute opening range is almost set. That short on gold is not looking great. Starting to come back up towards Asia High again. Yeah, ES is the one to be long on. Look at that. I know a couple people in the chat are. Alright, I'm going to try a long on NQ. 88.9 is where I got in. See if we can break past that 15-minute opening range high. I'm going to put stop loss at break even. Still barely in this gold trade. It wanted to come out to my stop loss. I didn't get it though. Not yet, at least. Good morning. How's it going, Troy Mac? We have previous day high at 24,806. Let's see if it gets up there. Fighting with your computer this morning, that's not fun. That's not a fun way to start the day. All right, gang, we got 146 people watching, 47 likes. Let's get those likes up. Like I was sharing in Discord, it's my birthday week. So I was going to do a giveaway every day this week for fun. Is that going to hit my stop loss? Yep. Alrighty. Still in the gold short. And that NQ long is probably going to continue up. Good morning, Waffles. All right, let's see if we can... Oh, do I want to re-enter? Yeah, I'm going to. So that's one of my favorite setups, where it breaks out of the 15-minute opening range, comes back and retests VWAP, and looking for a continuation. Not as good of an entry. It hit my trailing stop loss. That's annoying. $712.8. And then stop loss just below VWAP. Yep, we got contract rollover. Oh, I'm not loving this. That gold short is not continuing either. It's just chopping around right there. Come on. NQ is still holding above VWAP, but not looking super strong. All right, Lukey, have a good one. It's definitely fighting with these levels over here. There's lots of wicks around 24, 720-ish. I don't like how gold keeps bouncing. And looking at the 5-minute chart, there's wicks on the bottom of these candles. Not looking like it wants to go lower right now. Thinking about closing this out while I'm still at break even. All right, I moved it to break even. My stop loss is at 35.8 now. Risk-free at this point because we're not getting a ton of continuation down. Well, none at all, to be honest. Come on. And it looks like NQ might be finally starting to break back out. I did not draw this correctly. My stop loss did not get hit. Yet, at least. The market's acting like it's lunchtime. Yeah. I kind of prepared myself mentally for it. No news Monday and big news day on Wednesday. Plus contract rollover. I kind of wondered if it was going to be a weird day. It looks like some prop firm sale price action. Well, I hope you guys aren't blowing your accounts, but if you are, use code Krista. Okay. Where are we headed? Are we going to make it back up to previous day high? 805-ish? That hit my trailing stop loss on gold. I'm good with that. Even if it dumps from here, I didn't want to be in that position anymore. It was super choppy. I mean, look at that. If you zoom out to the 5-minute, that's ugly. Gold has no interest in going down right now. All right, that's a little better. We got 76 likes. Still only half of you in here have hit the like button. We got 140 people. Did I take any positions overnight? I did. I actually took a long... two different positions. One here at the London initial balance failed auction. I entered around 6 a.m. Eastern time. I took a long there. And then I took one down here last night during the Asia session when it held my green bounce zone and then reclaimed previous day low. I got in around 24,340-ish. And I didn't ride it up very high because I closed it out just because I was going to bed. Well, I guess that's relative. I guess grabbed about 120 points off of that. This is ugly. Come on. I feel like I'm trading the Asia session right now. What the heck? All right, gang. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a giveaway every day this week because it's my birthday week. So, for today, I'm going to let you guys vote in the chat. I have a 50K select account from Tradeify or a 50K flex account from Lucid. So, type Lucid or Tradeify in the chat. Which one do you want me to do today? Wow. I guess you like them Lucid accounts, huh? The banks decided to take a spring break too. That's the way it feels. I don't think it's spring break related. I think it's more FOMC and contract rollover and all that fun stuff. Lucid it is. Waffles, I was asking if they want me to do a Tradeify or a Lucid account giveaway. And the people have spoken. Somebody's going to think that that's like a giveaway code word. You know how people like give you that giveaway code word and you put it in the chat, you spam the chat with it? Nope. That's probably what Waffles thought was going on. Chop Step, oh my goodness. First of all, they don't do affiliates anymore, so they wouldn't even give me one. And then if I did, if they did give me one, I don't know if I'd feel good about giving that away. Jack Chin's getting his space bar ready for the duck race. I don't have any My Funded Futures. I actually just got a code with them a couple months ago, and honestly, I haven't talked about it a whole lot, so I haven't sold very many. And they always do their giveaways based on like what your affiliate sales are. So I don't have enough to ask for freebies yet. If you guys want to start buying My Funded Futures accounts with my code, then maybe I'll get some. Funding Pips, isn't that the one that just went under and like rug pulled everyone? Haha, you got jokes. Yeah, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna get the form ready to collect your guys' names and assign you a duck for a duck race. We'll do it in a little bit. What am I trading? Right now I am in an NQ long. It's kind of choppy though, but it broke out of the 15-minute opening range high, came back and retested the New York anchored VWAP, and I'm in a long hoping for continuation. But not really getting anywhere right now. $804, $806, something like that is previous day high. That's what I was hoping for it to get to. I had a bigger target up here at like 24,950, but with how slow this is, I don't know if it has enough momentum to get up there. Oh yeah, we got 101 likes. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. That way, if I'm wrong, it's a risk-free trade and I don't have to worry about it. I do still use Edgeful, yes. So the way I use Edgeful is not to like create my trading bias. I use it more as confirmation. So I look at my levels, I see how price is reacting to levels. I kind of make my longs or short bias based on my read on the charts. And then I'll use Edgeful data to confirm or reject that. So like, for example, if I'm looking for longs and all of the charts are saying like, no, we're going to have short continuation, then it makes me, I don't want to say second guess myself, but it makes me think twice and be extra careful, or maybe size down and manage my risk a little bit more careful. Or if it's in line with my bias and kind of confirms the trade that I was already going to take, it just gives me confidence in what I'm about to do. So that's how I use it. I don't place a trade just because Edgeful says to. I think that's risky. All right, while we're watching this, and see if that previous day high level hits, I'm going to get this giveaway form ready. Why no Top Step? Are you asking why I don't have a Top Step giveaway? Because they don't do giveaways. Like, they don't have affiliates anymore. They got rid of those a while ago. Well, that stinks. I probably should have trailed my stop loss a little bit more. I was looking at the form and not the trade. Why don't I like them? I think I originally didn't like them when the whole Project X drama happened. I think it was a really shitty business move for them to open up this cool trading platform and then just take it away from everyone. I think it really messed up a lot of other prop firms and kind of made other prop firms look bad. So I think that was pretty crappy. And then since then, there's been a lot of shady business practices where they're like stopping trading on people who are apparently hedging when they're obviously not hedging, because they're like copy trading all 5 of their accounts with the same exact trades. But it's just an excuse for them to make someone who's highly profitable and taking a lot of payouts and makes them stop trading because they're having to investigate your hedging. That's just one example. But there's a lot of stuff like that where they're doing some pretty shady stuff. I just think that they're not the best anymore. They used to be like the OG, like they're the safest ones. You're guaranteed to get your payout. Like they're the best. I don't think that's the truth anymore. So I wouldn't say that I don't like them. They're just not my favorite. I don't choose to trade with them. Yeah, that's another thing, Kyla Braille. Their customer support, OMG. Even if they did have an affiliate program, I wouldn't be in it. That's the reason I don't like TPT, for other reasons too, but you gotta have customer service. Oh man, this is so slow. I kind of just wanted to hit my stop loss and like let me be done with it. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this giveaway form in the chat. And I'll pin it. So, pinned message, you guys, that's a Google form. Just put your name in there. YouTube name and email. And then here in, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, whenever price action slows down and we want to do a deck race. We have initial balance set in about 13 minutes too, so we can see if any setups come from that. What do we have going on? Well, it looks like this is going to be our initial balance low. Unless it just dumps in the next 12 minutes, which I guess is possible. So far, this is our IB high, but hopefully it goes a lot higher. For the sake of my long. This is a small range. Where are we at so far? 138, 139? Jeez. NQ is so, like, bipolar. There's days we've been going an hour and we're 130 points of a range. And then there's days where that happens in the first 1 minute of the New York Open. Alan Fredman, that is a good idea. Being able to walk away green on a day like today is a win. If you guys stepped away for a minute, check the pinned comment in the chat. We're doing a giveaway here in a little bit. I'm grabbing everyone's name and we'll do a duck race. Well, gold might actually be starting to short. This is the one that I put my stop loss at break even. But it might be coming down finally. So I'm doing a Lucid account giveaway, a 50K flex account. And a duck race it's basically like a random drawing, kind of like a spin the wheel drawing, but it's a whole lot more fun than just spinning a wheel. I put a list of names into this random website, and everyone gets their name on a duck, and we race. It's fun. Slow and steady. All right, I'll trail a little bit more into profit. Let's do 4 more minutes, you guys. 10:25. That's when I'll close the form. 4 more minutes. This is pretty ugly all around. NQ's kind of in a slow grind. Gold is kind of a slow grind. ES too. ES looked pretty good when everyone in the chat was saying they were long. It looked good for longs, and then it just died. Yeah, we definitely have some resistance overhead. That's why I'm making sure to put my stop loss in profit. Yeah, I did talk about the contract rollover this week. No, I'm still on the, what is it, H6? You can check the CME website and see which one like has more volume. You can also check on the data box thing right here on Tradeovate and check the volume here. A lot of times the prop firms will send out an email too saying that they recommend that you change over to the new contract. So for today, I think it's still, for me at least, H6 seems good. Starts to get funky later into the week though. Oh, the M contract is higher? Maybe it changed with the New York session. I was looking at it before in the pre-market. Good to know. Yeah, I agree, Emiliano. That's why my stop loss is in profit. It's not looking super strong, but I wouldn't want to short it either. It's kind of just in a slow grind. All right, gang, last call. If you stepped away for a second and you didn't hear, I have that pinned comment with the Google form. Go add your name, and we'll do a duck race. Last call, last call. I know. Don't remind me about gold. I was in this short and it was super choppy, so I moved my stop loss to break even, which is good because it would have hit my stop loss and it would have been a loss, but the idea was right. Does anyone else do that? Like, I justify it, I guess, or kind of give myself a little bit of consolation. Like, at least I had the idea right and I didn't lose money. Make myself feel better about the fact that I didn't get to make money on it. Yeah, that is the P&L, Hector, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, that is today's in each account. All right, closing the form, you guys. I'm going to do a little sorting to make sure we didn't have anyone enter twice. And then I'll get this duck race going. Do I have German heritage? I am kind of an English mutt. I have a European mutt, I guess I should say. I have a little bit of everything. All right, cool. No duplicates. I know we had one person in the chat ask what a duck race was, so we have one newbie. You're in for a treat. It's fun. No, you're good, Hector. I found it. Thank you for letting me know, though. Pretty sure that hit my stop loss. Yep, I'm out. Don't really have an interest in trading that anymore. It's pretty ugly. Our initial balance is set, though. Alrighty, let's do it. Duck race coming. You guys ready? On your mark, get set, go. All right, pretty even match so far. Hector and Keith, you guys are up there. You just like stopped paddling. What happened? We got Bob Villa staying steady down on the bottom. Miliano, Jennifer. Oh, Bob Villa. Turned on the nitros too soon, man. Oh, Helmut making a move. Shez making a move. Leslie coming in hot. We still got 40 seconds. Somebody's in the back pacing, ready to make a move. Bob Villa, you got a second wind. Oh my gosh, how crazy would it be if Bob Villa won? Nope, nope. You forgot to carb load before the race. Oh, we got a pink duck. Ryan. Is Ryan going to make the move? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a sweet come from behind win right there. All right. Ryan. Longtime lurker is Ryan. Is longtime lurker in the chat? That's the funniest thing you've ever seen in a trading room? Well, when price action is like it is today, you gotta like spice it up a little bit. All right, longtime lurker. If you are you in the Discord? If you are, send me a message in Discord, and I will get you that free code. If you're not in Discord, find me on Instagram. Either way, send me a message, and I'll get it over to you. All right, let's see. Where is the 50% mark of our range? Oh, we're even dropping below the 50% mark of the range. Might be getting bearish. Yeah, you guys need to take your ducks to the gym. We got a whole week of racing ahead. Or maybe you should have been training like last couple of weeks. Maybe I should have given you more warning. My bad. All right, gang. I think I'm going to call it this price action stinks, and it might the rest of the week until after FOMC and PPI and contract rollover and all that stuff. So it's a good time to, if you are green, walk away, take profit, see profit, take very limited trades, small risk, you know, all that stuff. Survive this week. No, you don't actually control the ducks. It's just a randomized drawing. That would be funny though. We've joked about that before, where it could be like a video game where you like hit your space bar as fast as possible to make your duck go. But no, it's random. All right, gang. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see ya mañana. Have a good one.